Hey guys, hope everybody's doing well. My throat is a little bit better. Rex, Oblivion, Lois, thank you all for the hosts.
We need more shards.
Okay, well, that answered that question. But, I'll wander around and see if there's any more things here. I have a feeling that we have to open up all the chests and all the doors so that way we can open up that door in there. Oops. Alright, so I do believe that that's all we had to do here. Yeah. Now I kind of feel bad cutting off when I did yesterday. I was just starting to fall asleep on the thingy do. Can't do that one yet. I need to go here and turn in quests. I was falling asleep on the controller last night. Or starting to, anyway. I'm gonna have to do a stream one night for y'all and only have the Christmas lights up. Because it looks really pretty in the house right now.
Good day.
Come back alive.
But I need to go and summon my war council.
I will take these injury reports to research a name.
Because I keep forgetting that they finish and I can jump back and forth. And I'm gonna have to take a rinse-off shower before I go to bed because I have glitter on me everywhere.
There's nothing to do with fairness. We simply can't accommodate them if they bring that many servants.
I will speak to the Duchess. She can be reasoned with, after a fashion.
Okay. Sister Liliana, how I rejoice to see the colors of the Inquisition run the rabble out from my ancestral fields, and straight into the woods of my neighbor, Ban Traft, no less, as if they were guided by the hands of the makers himself. I could not be better pleased. It was promised a reward for your excellent help in time of lamentation. Let us keep you in your heart. Goodness. Ambassador de Montelier, the Inquisition emissaries, a welcome addition to our vigil. As a token of my thanks, I am sending for Elden arms to your troops. May the Maker grant you never need them. My dear Lady Montelier, the Inquisition's denouncement of the Herald's relatives who were attempting to trade in our name sent a tidal wave of gossip across the free marches. One of Lady Trevelyan's distant relations, Lord Albrecht, was so incensed that he began an altercation with one of your soldiers, in a tavern no less. Chaos erupted, and Lord Albrecht was reportedly brought low by a rolling pin and an angry cook. Albrecht won't soon forget this, but we've had such blessed peace ever since the incident. Okay, that works. You're new. Inquisition's efforts to close the Fade rifts have increased stability in various regions across Thedas. However, demons sometimes remain, having wandered from the site of the original rift. Inquisition has received numerous requests for aid dealing with the problem. Soldiers.
All right.
Varric. I'm gonna send Liliana to do that
Let's
one.
see what we have.
And what do we got here? And I'll go ahead and send you. I now have another horse. Let's see if we're strong enough. Wait, no. Let me off of the table for a minute, actually, and I need to go sell some stuff and modify some stuff, and then we'll be able to go.
Greetings, Herald of Andraste. How fares your quest to seal the breach?
I'm doing everything within my power.
A task such as closing the breach is a heavy burden. I hope you do not carry it alone. We remember Andraste, but Andraste did not carry the Chant of Light alone. She had generals, advisors, even her husband for a time. Do everything within your power, but remember those who would help you.
You keep talking as though I'm the equal of Andraste. Do you know how unnerving that is?
I can only imagine. But we are all given to our purpose under the Maker. A sword does not ask to be forged. And frankly, if such a comparison gives you pause, I do not see that as a bad thing. In any case, I pray this Inquisition proves less brutal than its predecessor.
Can you tell me about the original Inquisition?
The original Inquisition was formed after the First Blight, well before the Chantry as we know it. The Inquisitors were hunters, zealots, who tracked and killed cultists and dangerous mages. As Andraste rose to power, the Inquisition came into her service. Instead of hunting those who would do harm, the Inquisitors spread the Chant of Light by force.
It must be difficult to follow the Chant of Light knowing how it's spread.
Indeed. I have always believed that the Maker wished us to spread the Chant of Light by example, not violence. In any case, once the Chant of Light had spread far and wide, there was less need for zealots. The Inquisitors became the seekers of truth, and eventually the Templars.
This is a dark chapter of history for the Divine to revisit.
Do you know what impresses me most about the original Inquisition? They fought horrific battles, killed and died for their cause, and when it was time, they put their swords away. Perhaps the name was divine Justinia's message, that when the Inquisition is needed, it will strike without mercy. But when its work is done, it will put its sword away.
I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense.
I don't believe I've had the chance to speak candidly with the revered mother. Can you tell me about the Chantry?
I presume you mean deeper questions about the organization itself. I trust the Chantry at Ostwick taught you the basics.
There were calls for an exalted march to put down the Mage Rebellion. What was your opinion?
It was ignorant gossip. An exalted march only succeeds when it carries the will of the people. Even then, it cannot be undertaken lightly. People are too easily frightened. We cannot destroy everything they fear. An exalted march is justified only against a true threat to this whole world. It is an offense to the Maker to use it as a political bludgeon, or as a means of spreading the chant of light.
What about the exalted march that conquered the elves?
That is a hotly debated matter in some circles of the Chantry. The elves had conquered Montsemard and threatened Val Royeaux itself. They were not helpless victims. But even then, Orlais was the only nation to provide troops. It was hardly an exalted march of all the faithful. The Maker wishes his world to spread by example, not by war. We win no converts with blood.
What is your stance on magic?
Andraste put it simply. Magic must serve man, not rule over him. However, those words must be put into the proper historical context. Andraste led a rebellion against the Tevinter Imperium, whose magisters controlled most of the world at the time. Even then, she never called for all mages to be put to death. She believed in peaceful coexistence.
I don't recall the Chantry being as tolerant of magic as you describe.
No. The Chantry is an imperfect vessel, pulled in every direction by those who would steer its course. Yet the Templars rebelled precisely because divine Justinia was not restrictive enough. Perhaps the Inquisition will find a better way.
Why does the Chantry allow only human women to become priestesses?
The official doctrine is that elves and dwarves have turned further from the Maker than humanity. And as for men, the chant holds that they are more vulnerable to anger or passion. But in truth, it is simply political, added after Andraste's death, like too many of our beliefs.
If you don't believe these restrictions are what Andraste wanted, why haven't you tried to change them?
Has the current state of the world not taught you the folly of fighting too many battles at once? I chose to use what power I had to help peasants forgotten by the nobles of Orlais. I believed there would be time to address their inequality under the Chantry once we had saved them from starving.
That makes sense.
Farewell.
Until next time,
I'm not done with you yet, though.
I greet you.
How are the people doing after what happened at the Conclave?
They are scared, of course. Many have lost homes or loved ones. I doubt many will sleep well until you have sealed the breach. I have offered what help I can. The rest is for the Inquisition. What more do you wish to know?
How are the villagers in Haven doing?
They are terrified. Many of them came here because the war between the Mages and the Templars destroyed their homes. In their minds, the death of the Divine has destroyed any chance of peace. To that, add the breach. Farmers have fled their fields. If we do not restore order, half of Thedas may starve.
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise de Lyon. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
What are you doing to help these people?
My sisters and I have been tending to the injured as best we are able. Some refugees come with food, while others arrive empty-handed. I have helped ensure that all have enough to eat. Beyond that, many simply wish the familiar comfort of the Chant of Light. It is little enough work to offer some comfort to those in pain.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Okay, I still have one more part of the conversation to talk to you about.
Do you know who the Grand Clerics will choose as the next Divine?
It is a difficult decision. All the obvious candidates perished with Divine Justinia at the Conclave. The Grand Clerics are terrified of the Inquisition. They will not decide soon, and I fear they will not decide wisely. Whoever is chosen needs the Inquisition's support. No one else seems likely to seal the breach.
I think she should be the next Divine. She's very impartial.
Is there anything I can do to help you or your people?
My healers would benefit from more supplies. We have run short of even common goods with so many wounded. If you could deliver this list and the items on it to Quartermaster Thren, she could get us what we need. It may not seem like much, but it would enable my healers to save many lives.
Farewell.
Until next time.
I knew I'd have enough of all the herbs because I'm an herb gathering fiend. Sure. I need a Ferelden Medallion of Service. I still haven't picked up one of those yet. Oh. Dang, don't have to click into all of that all at one by one. Cool. Liliana's ready to report in. I'm glad that I had everything I needed to do the requisitions. Except for that Ferelden history book. Still need that. I'll get there eventually. My dear Liliana, our author friend is truly a mystery. Our search uncovered only a string of foreign accounts, the trail of coin led from Antiva to Deventer to the Free Marches and Orlais. Someone hid their tracks well, but not well enough. Your writer is in Kirkwall, and remember, you owe me a favor. Okay. That one's still in progress. What is this? The red heart. Oh. Thank you. Thanks. Do you know this sign? A triangle point down, two wavy lines through it. A lookout spotted it in chalk on a ruined wall close to one of our outposts. A cursory inquiry into the symbol has revealed nothing. Archivists are still looking. Agent thinks she saw the symbol or something very like it scrawled on a ledger that belonged to the Countess de Bayard. A sweep was done as you ordered. Almost every outpost of ours has been marked in this manner. Many believe we are being watched. To what end, we do not know.
Let's see what we have.
Okay, that works. I'm gonna have to go back there, but right now we're gonna go to Ferelden and see if we can do that area where the dragon is, kind of. Let's see what we can get up to. Whoop! Dropping stuff. Okay. I also still need to pick up the rest of the shards in this area for Ferelden. What's the exclamation point down there for? Oh, a wreck officer. Oh, I need to do that. And I still need to figure out how to get up here. I'm gonna fast travel because I don't feel like running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Rack officer.
Word for you.
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
Hinterlands Geological Survey. I already did that. Alright, let's mark where we need to go here. This way. I do apologize about the coughing. I'm still not 100%. I probably won't be for a little while, to be honest.
If those refugees are going to defend themselves, they'll need real defenses. I've got a few ideas.
I've built watchtowers in the areas you recommended.
Nicely done. That'll give both your refugees and our farmers some warning next time trouble pays a visit. I'll speak to the Master and have weapons sent to your people at the crossroads.
Okay. That one's done. Alright. Now to... what was this one? Philandris. Where is Philandris? I don't even know where he is. You know what? We're gonna hop on our pony here and go wandering. Because I need to try to get this way. I've got a couple of quests over here I think I should be able to get to from this side instead of going the other way, and for the life of me, I can't flip and find where I need to go. So I'm gonna take my time. And I'm gonna see where I end up. Good horse. Okay, so this is the grove. That's not where I needed to go. Alright, so... Can I go... Wish I could zoom in further. Can't go that way. These are my guys. Sorry, guys. This is a very good horse. Okay. So... I did not know that I could come this way. Canine leather. I forgot to take care of doing the... I forgot to take care of my inventory. I'm good at that. You know what? Before I go any further, now that I know that which way I can freaking go, I'm gonna travel to the crossroads real quick and sell some stuff.
Something like that.
People are looking like they're doing a lot better.
It's good to have common.
So that's helpful. And then we'll go ahead and fast travel back over here because it is a lot closer. And we're gonna take the pony again. Or, well, I guess technically it's the unicorn. My undead horse here. Good horsey. Honestly, didn't know I could come this way earlier, though. Wolf Hollow. Well, that's an interesting name. And there's demons, too.
A demon!
Ah, you bitch.
With the demon dead, the farmers could be safe from the wolves.
I expect the wolves are also pleased to be freed from the demon's control.
They sound kinda happy about it. Sounds like they were celebrating. More onyx. Oop. Whee! Ouch. It was really weird. Okay, and this puts us back where we just were. Right? Yes.
Is it true that the entire dwarven economy relies upon lyrium?
Mostly. We've got the Nug market cornered as well.
And the dwarves of Orzammar have never studied lyrium?
Well, if they have, they certainly haven't shared anything up here. Why?
It is the source of all magic, save that which mages bring themselves. Dwarves alone have the ability to mine it safely. I wondered if they had sought to learn more.
The folks back in Orzammar don't care much about anything but tradition.
This is true. Okay, now what is this? Okay. I know I'm just kind of going around in circles, but... supposed to be looking over here for someone.
That cave could be the lair of our strange wolves.
We just came out of it. Okay, there we go. Oop, wrong way. My bad. Okay, I didn't realize it was something. I thought it was someone that I had to be searching for. Fast travel, because why not?
You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
The wolves should be back to normal now. They shouldn't be any further trouble.
That's good to hear. I'll send word to the farmers and let my husband know what you've done. It may not seem like much, but you've given this land hope it desperately needed. Thank you. I've put out the call to the farmers. I appreciate you driving those wolves away.
I guess I should probably do the horse thing. I don't know how good at the challenges I'll be, but I can give it a shot.
Fancy trying out one of my courses?
I'll try one of your courses.
Wonderful. Get your horse and I'll set up the stakes. You make time. I'll throw in some of the dress money Father gave me. Consider it a donation to the Inquisition.
Okay. Good horsey.
Nicely done. Fancy another race?
Set up the next course.
Great. Go get mounted. I'll put up the stakes straight away.
I went the wrong way. Shouldn't be an issue though. This horse is a bit faster than the other one.
Nicely done. Fancy another race?
Set up the next course.
Great. Go get mounted. I'll put up the stakes straight away.
He knew that if he stepped on the stones too much, he would stop running. Dang it. This one's a long one. I'm going all the way around the farm. Come on, baby. You can do it. We're almost there. We're in the home stretch.
Whoa!
Good horsey. Plenty of time to spare.
I'll be damned. You've mastered every course I set up. That was some riding.
Well, it helped that I learned how to hit the run button. How am I supposed to convince him to help with horses? Did all of that stuff down there. Did all that stuff over there. Alright, let's go to the Dusklight camp and see if we can keep our asses attached to us this time. Oh shit. Woohoo! Okay, now that she actually got in a shot, I don't think she's going to be over here. Oh, really? Go land, you bitch. Okay. Thank goodness. She's gone at the moment. I really don't want to have to deal with her just yet. That one didn't give me any loot. Darn. Okay, there's gotta be a way to get up there. Jump puzzles. At least I don't have the dragon breathing at my butt at the moment. I hit the jump button. God damn it. Oh. Of course it'd be that way. That's not the way I want to go. She finally went and landed. I don't want her to start flying around again. I think the music kicked in because I got close enough to read the name on the dragon. Ah! Well, at least I took care of the little dragons that were around here. I thought there might have been something up here. Unless... maybe I can grapple? Caltrops. Hook and tackle. No. I just gotta do the jump puzzle. There's gotta be an easier way to get up here, though. Oh, you dick! Okay, now I just gotta figure out how to get up to that one up there. That one was not nearly so difficult. Oh good. Colin's ready. If there's anything behind the waterfall. Nope. Just wetness. Okay. Well, at least we got that part finished. Is there anything over that way? No, okay. Unless it's a royal ale fruit, yep. Don't find that very often, so I will get that whenever I can. Alright. I think I'm going to...
Nothing to report, sir.
Thank you. I'm gonna see if I can get into Redcliffe now. But, like I was saying last time, I don't think I can until... That was kind of the wrong way to go. But I don't think I can until I go to that one thing in Orlais that needs to be finished. Sorry, I was losing my train of thought. This was the right way, right? Yeah. Just taking the shortcut. Although I don't think this is the shortcut to Redcliffe. Yeah, let's not fall here. Okay, the only thing that y'all have to worry about now is the flippin' dragon.
Whoa!
I got turned around, didn't I? I did. Didn't? No, I was going the right way. I was going downhill, I was confused.
The village is off limits. There's been too much fighting between Templars and mages. Take it elsewhere.
Okay then. So we're gonna go back here. But at least we got all of the rest of the stuff finished there that we can at the moment. I know for a damn fact I'm not ready to face a giant dragon just yet. I just started not dying to freaking bears. So... Do I need to talk to Dennett again?
Go in peace, Herald of
There was no word for heaven or for earth, for sea
Thank you for
or
all that
sky.
you are doing to help.
All that existed was...
You are welcome. We've sent our soldiers to the most troubled areas. We've received numerous letters of gratitude from people in Ferelden and Orlais. We're proving that trust in the Inquisition will be rewarded. Posts set up along the Imperial Highway, ostensibly to guard trade routes and facilitate procuring supplies for the Inquisition. Eyes on all approaches. Fourth night, a caravan carrying refugees makes camp nearby for protection. After midnight, a young woman on crutches makes small talk with a patrol guard. After he passes, she crouches and makes a mark on a tent post. The woman pretends for half an hour to know nothing. When it becomes clear the ruse does not work, she kisses an Andrastian locket and says, "Glory to those across the seas." She dies. The locket was poison. How weird. Okay, well, this is, The remaining Chantry clerics have declared the Inquisition heretical. Attempts to gather allies against the breach have been rebuffed, and at this moment we could not step foot into the capital without being attacked by a mob or arrested. We must convince the Chantry to permit us entry into the city so we can show them the Herald of Andraste is not the monster they believe.
Having the Herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the Herald.
Let's ask her.
You want me to walk into a pit of vipers and you ask me that?
They're not vipers just because they like to hiss.
I will go with her. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
Anybody not... Or, I'm sorry. Does anybody remember how much we hate dealing with the mages and the Templars and the Chantry and the mages and... It's political jargon and it's annoying as crap. But if we want their help, we have to dance to their tune. Damn it.
The city still mourns.
Just a guess, Seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lady Herald.
You're one of Leliana's people. What have you found?
The Chantry mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do, then.
She looks kind of badass with her sparkling uniform.
They wish to protect the people? From us? Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
Doc!
As you say, my lady.
Or, you know, don't fucking talk to her. That's great. Mephiros blood guilt when he's scratched by a vandal and his head suddenly weighs too much. Who knew of her reflective thought? Our Lady and the actors of her rise and fall. Her message and visage are worth repeating. A meeting. At meeting, hello, door frame. And unrelated headache. The avenue of her reflective thought. The avenue is inspirational, but wise travelers do not linger in their respects, not just because the Tsar waits, but because the area before the back-turned statues is treacherous. Local legend has it that the child Empress Amy abused the opportunity of religious repose to relieve herself beneath the gaze of Our Lady, unable to discipline a toddling leader or attendants, instead chastised the statues and had them turned in supposed embarrassment. Sure, not foolish youths dare each other to spoil the spots in similar fashion, and place of otherwise reverent thought always carries faint odor about it. About his unfortunate hair. Those are still funny. Okay, I leveled. Yeah, go down. Thank you. Okay, so we'll do that one for now. First line of relay in respect to Emperor Alphonse Valmont. The lines of relay, a repeating element dedicated to the great defenders otherwise noted. It is rumored that one is gold, one is bronze and weighted with poison, one is chocolate, and one is watching. As the saying goes, dare we all a thief to test his back and learn which is most dangerous to try, deny, or lay. In truth, all are led and leave. Don't pretend to ride them too long, lest the mind give way. Plaque reads, welcome all before the grace of the Emperor, stage and audience for the use of all, for theater and business, for partnership and proposal, be seen. A notice below reads, this display reserved for songs traditional by Lord Bamford and his players, cancelled. The fourth line, in respect to Duke Stefan Valmonting. I forgot to level everybody else. Grace of the Emperor South. Notice reads, reserved for his strangeness or sound and his static puppets behind glass. Dag nabbit, I wanted to read the rest of those.
Good people of Val Royal, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of her murderer. Well, wonder no more.
I didn't kill her.
Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet, no servant of anything beyond her selfish greed.
I make no such claim. I wasn't sent here by Andraste or the Maker. I am simply trying to close the breach. It threatens us all.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late.
Oh, fuck you, bitch.
They will face this Inquisition and the people will be safe once more.
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
You're not here to deal with the Inquisition.
As if there were any reason to.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
If you're not here to help the Chantry, then you just came to make speeches.
I came to see what frightens old women so, and to laugh.
But Lord Seeker, what if she really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royo is unworthy of our protection. We march.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
Do you think he can be reasoned with?
I hope so. If not him, there are surely others in the Order who don't feel as he does. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
Yeah, but let me finish reading stuff. In respect due given of Severin. A display reserved for presentations of affection as though private, and also discounted spirits presented by company Misdirect Theater.
What's that? An arrow with a message?
Where? Message is attached, written in large flowing hand and bordered with doodles. People say you're special. I want to help and I can bring everyone. There's a baddie in Valroyo. I hear he wants to hurt you. Have a search for the red things in the market, the docks, and round the cafe, and maybe you'll meet him first. Bring swords. Friend of Red Jenny. 4 drawings of the locations the market is attached. Okay. Yeah. In respect to Duke Isidore, Darlizons. Display is reserved for discourse political with attending professors of social matters from the University of Relay. Note that all vendors of loftable groceries will be closed in the hour beforehand and 1 hour half after.
I believe that messenger is trying to get our attention.
You are the Herald of Andraste.
Hi, I'm gonna jump in your face.
I have an invitation for you.
You are cordially invited to attend my salon held at the Chateau of Duke Bastien de Glazon, first enchanter of Montsemard, enchanter of the Imperial Court. Okay. Oh, that's a fast travel point. Huh.
My maker, know my heart. Take from me a life of sorrow. Comfort is only yours to give. Oh, maker, where is the comfort? Look away. I have broken the chant because it comes from my heart. What have we when our divine is dead and the sky burns?
The Inquisition can give you the answers you need.
So I have a faith I've lost, or one that seeks to drive it from me. I can't even look to our Templars. How is this not darkness?
Oh, for Christ's sake. Callous master, hold thy hand, hold it back a while. Callous juror, let me stand, let me bear a smile. For comes my brother distant, for comes my savior soon. I stand here most insistent, I will receive my boon. Fellow soldier, hold thy voice, hold it if you may. Fallow shoulders, show my choice, I am in your sway. For know my crime was cruel, and all my pain deserved. I stand here as a fool, despite my brother served. Mother dearest, look away, look into the sun. Others nearest gone astray, you will be undone. For no more will I prattle, for no more will I pray. Here you must the rattle, as life will fly away. Huh.
It seems change is on the wind. I wish your leaders well.
Thank you.
Our Templars left. The Chantry promised they'd defend us.
Excuse me, but is what they're saying real? The Inquisition's going to fix the hole in the sky?
We're going to give it a try, at least.
No one is doing anything. The Chantry's useless, and the Templars... Andraste. I never thought they'd abandon us. Listen, your camp will need food. I have contacts. We'll have deliveries there in days.
You want to help the Inquisition?
Never been part of something this big before, but if your Inquisition's going to seal the sky, I want to help.
What do you think, Cassandra?
I think the woman is asking you and not me.
Well, she is.
The Herald of Andraste. Yes, I understand. Haven is a mess, but we won't turn away anyone willing to help. Invite her, if it pleases you.
Head to Haven, then. We need good people.
I don't know if I'm that, but it will be nice to see. Thank you.
Thank you. Grand Duke Florian was not supposed to ascend to the Orlesian throne. His older brother, Emperor Judicial II, had 2 twin sons and thus a very secure line. Florian was free to pursue other interests, none of which revolved around the game. Indeed, the imperial court largely ignored him, and that was how he liked it. All that is recorded of the heirs that he has married, produced a single daughter, and afterwards showed little interest in her. An outbreak of the 100 Days cough in 877 blasted changed his plans. Both Judicial's sons perished, as did Florian's daughter. Racked by grief, Judicial lost interest in ruling, turning over all matters pertaining to the rebellion and Fereld into his advisors, and instead of spending him time hunting in the country. When Judicial was thrown from his horse during a fox hunt in AD 84, blessed, Florian was suddenly vaulted into the throne. Famously, his response to the Chevalier demanding and delivering the news that his estate is said to be, well, this will not do at all. A private and somewhat eccentric man, Florian limited his appearance at court and dealt almost exclusively within members of his own family. He was extremely particular about his habits of dress and grooming, eschewing current fashion for the sake of comfort and refusing to wear cosmetics or powder of any kind due to an intense dislike of being dirty. Powerful and connected nobles who had served in the cabinet since his father's time were turned away in favor of his younger brother, Renaud, his sister Melisande, and his cousins. Children were banned from the palace, even the children of servants, with the exception of his nephew and nieces, who were tolerated only on the condition that they remain out of the emperor's sight. Regarding suggestions that Florian and his youngest cousin Magrin were lovers, the truth is uncertain. If such a relationship existed, it was no doubt kept private due to Florian's aversion to public life and not from any fear of rumors. Such rumors, after all, were likely spread due to the emperor's refusal to sire another child, and thus secure his line. Many believed that his failing would eventually lead to civil war. The only real evidence of a relationship with Magrin is a loud and very public argument the two had prior to Magrin's appointment, or exile as he saw it, to the throne of Ferelden. Magrin is said to have called Florian my darling, and either man chose to explain the argument later. The predictions of civil war almost came to pass upon Florian's death in 919 Dragon, when no clear heir, the throne eventually passed to the only daughter of the Grand Duke Renaud, Celine, after a vicious struggle that threatened to consume the empire. Okay, that was more history than what I wanted to know.
Ever since our divine was murdered, toothless old fools are lost without her.
This victory must please you greatly, Sika Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
And you had no part in forcing our hand? Do not delude yourself. Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone. And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind along with their convictions. Just tell me one thing. If you do not believe you are the Maker's chosen, then what are you?
Someone who can help close the breach and end this madness.
That is more comforting than you might imagine. I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
How many Templars turned on the Chantry exactly?
They rebelled across Thedas. Some remained loyal, but not enough to call them the Order. The White Spire here in the capital was the largest garrison, but now it stands empty. Perhaps more shall flock to the Lord Seeker's banner now. How far has faith waned, I wonder?
How are people responding to all of this?
Despair. Fear. We mourn Her Holiness. The people look to the sky and wonder how long before terror comes for us all. There must be a way through this. Is it you? The Templars? The Maker's will? We abandoned our duties. We servants of the faith. Now we can only pray.
Where is the Lord Seeker taking the Templars?
I can't begin to guess the Lord Seeker's mind. He could not have abandoned his intended role more completely.
There must be sense to what we can't see.
Must there? Rebellion seems popular in certain quarters, doesn't it, Seeker? Is crafting the Templars into a new power really any worse than declaring a rival to the Chantry itself?
So what happens now? Will the Chantry continue to denounce me?
We have already done so. And what good has it done us? Now it falls on us to select a new divine, if we can, and leave the next step to her.
Provided such a selection is even possible.
I truly don't know. Any revered mother who could have followed Justinia died at the Conclave. What becomes of us, and your Inquisition, is in the Maker's hands now.
Where is the Lord Seeker taking the Templars?
I can't begin to guess the Lord Seeker's mind, of course. That is crafting the Templars into a new power really any worse than declaring a rival to the Chantry itself?
What were you hoping the Lord Seeker would do exactly?
Put aside his war against the mages and find common purpose against something much more dire. Obviously, he has other plans. With the knights vigilant slain at the Conclave, there is nothing more we can do.
Perhaps there is something we can do.
I'd like to believe that, Seeker. I truly would. I suppose we can expect renewed effort against the mages from him, and yet more chaos.
You're obviously skeptical. What do you believe I am?
Our divine. Her Holiness is dead. I have seen evidence for everything, except what would comfort me.
That doesn't answer my question.
For you to be true, a great many things must be false. And if you are false, a great many things must have failed. There is chaos ahead, whatever your intentions.
It's not too late. The Chantry could still help us and come out on top.
If only that were true.
What's to stop you from trying?
We are not looking for a winning horse. We are simply trying to do the right thing.
Well, at least I got answers.
Open? Yes, as open as I can be. If you've a need for the well-cut or the sparkling, perhaps I can help. At the very least, we can appear like everything is normal. Yes.
They left us. The Templars left us to the mages. Chantry liars.
La pomme de mort. The apples nearest the cafe are said to change their taste depending on whether one is walking toward or away from the gallows. And of course they do, for taste is subject to the whims of the heart, and no meal is favored after tears. But dare it anyway, for none know the taste of joy such as we, who do not shy from experience.
Templars let you walk? Templars? What in blazes?
These truths the Maker has revealed to me, as there is but one world, one life, one death, there is but one God, and He is our Maker.
Trued when honored was her might, but many more deserve a thought, for though she was the first a knight, her kin and kind have always fought.
Same old.
Thanks.
A different, simple script on the back of a stable report marked with red paint. Thank you, friends, for helping good Lady Karis. Saw those who asked about Harold enter third passage could not stay to see them exit. Andraste, Our Lady, the sword and the fire against Aventer, betrayed to the Empire in exchange for a kingdom. Mafroth, now synonymous with treachery. What would Andraste have won, and if not, what would we have lost? Let us look not just at the fact, but at the why of it. As armies of Fae pierced the Imperial homeland, it was revealed not as a wave, but as an arrow. And as any hunter will attest, if your aim is not true, there is no returning to the bow. We must consider how much of Our Lady's victory to this point was against true Imperium, and how much was against the echoes of Empire. Andraste, the inspiration, may not have considered such. But Mafroth, the general, fought for homeland, not visions. Was it victory or defeat that his betrayal held at bay? Mafroth made the deal that killed Our Lady, that is fact, and when Andraste died, Mafroth was gifted everything from the southern plains south. How generous and how impossible to hold this must have seemed. Let us look on Mafroth and the legacy divided among his sons, not with an eye for accusation, but from a tactical consideration, for he must have known that mere rivals had never stopped Aventer. What have he said about creating peers, and none of this was an accident? How then fared us Arath, Everion, and Verold? Okay then. The head of Madame Snappy Snips. Mascot of La Mas de Leon, named in jest but genuinely respected. The Grand Mam, as she is also called, was the last dragon brought down by Sir Cohen, the previous owner of the cafe. A spirited hunter, Cohen came of age in the years following the sightings that named the era. While others were quick to assume the tales of ancient Navaran dragon hunters must have been exaggerated, he tracked the gradual increase in dragon numbers and size. Going believe we have yet to see a true return of the beasts of legend, and that the specimens of his day were young despite their ferocity. It is a cruel victory, but today we know Sir Coing to have been correct, even as he may have fallen into his own expertise. He was years overdue from his last hunt, and for the rest of us, travel-weary. What we thought to be the pinnacle of dragon strength may have been closer to adolescence. The sisters of Madame Snappy Steps may have left their siblings far behind. Fair enough.
Oh, yes.
We maintain an Inquisition presence on Commander Cullen's orders. This has been received as you might expect.
I suppose.
Thank you.
Summer home of Sarah Gloves, the seasonal home for the childhood pet of the twin sons of Empress Yvette. The nature of Mr. Gloves remains unknown, save that he was a gift from a Ravani ambassador. He was eventually released to the sea after taking the hand of a sluggish page. He was a sea monster.
It's true.
They destroyed.
Oh, yes.
Created nothing. Loved nothing.
Hard. More city guard. Wait, can I actually go inside these places? I can.
Well, this has all been a frustrating mess. Templars and Chantry and especially the mages. Just everything. I apologize if you were refused service, but we are now open for business. Especially if you put my wares to use.
What you got? Weapons. I mean, I've got a lot of gold, but I'm gonna have to come back, sir. Thank you. Oh, okay.
If I might have a moment of your time.
I was walking to her.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps my people are the wiser option.
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap. I won't pretend I'm not glad to live. I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all.
Emo.
You heard him. You think
I'm
he
gonna be
wouldn't
going for a little
happily
while
kill
longer.
the divine to turn people against us? So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
The mages weren't willing to talk to the Inquisition before. Why now?
Because now I've seen what you are. And I've seen the Chantry for what it is. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lady Herald.
Come.
Sure.
Let us return to Haven.
No, not yet. I'm still exploring. I didn't even want to come through the gate. I wanted to go in here. I think that's the oldest that they look in this game without looking dead. For all matters defensive concerned, offensive intent and study of arts martial and with sanction magical. Okay. That's what that place is. I need to go over here. I get lost in this frickin' city, man. Difficult times for those who have lost. While I understand concerns for property and the general dressing of the bazaar, I must caution that release is needed. We are suffering not just ongoing civil conflict pitting a brother against sister, not just outright war pitting Templar against mage, not just the loss of our most holy and the best of our leaders. We are suffering all three, as the sky is wounded for all to see. We know of our world is threatened along with all we know of the next. With the most grave notation, I ask that the rights of the losses and missing remain, that the citizens, however indirectly, be allowed to post their griefs of known dead and the names of hopefully living, and with them their criticism of how they have been told or not told. For all I have no doubt we as Orlesians must maintain our utmost composure, there must be a release. There must be grief, there must be mourning. If not, if we do not allow the simple expression, we are at risk a greater outburst. Let our people shed their tears, and as reserved a means as necessary, the market will be cleared in due course. But this day, this time, we must let this simple expression stand. That's what normally happens whenever you get older. For everybody. Unless you can pay for plastic surgery every 5 years. Revel's Folly. Mura de la Meros cut from Val Royal. In 849 Bless, it was the will of the Mad Emperor Ravel who demanded a reflecting pool large enough to draw his vain deceased mother back across the vale. Many shops and vendors were evicted to make room for his folly. Then several memorials to the heroes of the first 4 blights were simply toppled. The reservoir supporters little in the way of life, and the bottom was lined with lead to increase its reflective properties. Ravel intended it for divination using boats as massive planchettes, but work was not finished until the week of his own death. The water sea little used today, save for lazy or fornication sojourns by the nobility aboard decorative gondolas. Reservoir stocking evaluation, tremors, floating, tastes off, water, birds die off. Restocking failed, fish not fit, do not consume. Well, it's lead lined, what do you expect? Red handkerchief folded around a key with a small hasty scrawl. Key lifted from drunk swearing about Harold. Don't know what door, I'm out. My debt is paid. So I got a random key. Not a problem. Yeah, it is getting kind of chilly. A scrap of parchment is hastily torn from an ornate document stuffed into its hiding space with a large red sock. And we are to obey. Well, we meet at 3 bells to discuss how best to serve the new way. Scroll below in a misspelled script. Herald go at time, praise Andraste. Taken together, this message reveals the time, path, and key to a location on the world map. Okay. Season of the Four Fowl. This one of the thief tried while dead witness and attempted to assault a Lady Christine. He surrendered his chance for escape to catch and hold her assailant, a bard of Lord Halifane. Hero, thief, foiled bard, and conspiring noble were all censured as per their station or relevant action. Lashings and labor disappeared and ostracized for the social season, respectively. The scandal played out far longer in the theatrically serialized adaptation, which regimented the 3 as siblings separated at birth, competing for Lady Christine's hand at her orchestration. The conclusion was relatively accurate to the original event, save the punishment of the thief and the noble being swapped to comic effect. Generally good reviews received, though some thought the height of the lady's hair to be unrealistic. Ugh, my throat is getting tore up by reading all of this, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what I just purchased, but, okay. I just spent all my gold on whatever that was.
Behold, find me well within your grace. Touch me with fire that I be cleansed. Tell me I have sung to your approval.
Maybe.
The plaque bears the following inscription: the pillars of everlasting flame ignited 530 exalted, capped 562 exalted. Forgive them their petty nature, for the soot of your eternal flames blacken their silks.
Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood the Maker's will is written.
Ah, the Herald of Andraste. Is there something I might help you with?
No, thank you, sister.
Make her go with you.
Okay. I have explored. It's time for me to leave now.
They wish to protect the people from us?
You think the Order's returned to the fold, maybe? To deal with us upstarts?
I know Lord Seeker Lucius. I can't imagine him coming to the Chantry's defense, not after all that's occurred.
We're doing all this to get help with the breach. Maybe this is our chance to get the Templars on our side.
Perhaps. Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
Okay. I was trying to do that before everything that was going on. But I need to go ahead and go back here anyway because I need to be wrapping up stream. I'm getting really tired. That and my voice is pretty much gone from reading all of those journal entries. The cough is getting better, but my throat is tore up really, really bad, so it doesn't take much talking to get my throat to just be like, screw you, I ain't doing shit. It's taking a lot of effort to try to talk right now.
For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water. As the moth sees light and goes to
Go in peace, Herald of Andraste.
Wait, no, that would continue on storyline stuff. Okay, I'm gonna call it here. So that way I can, not trigger anything just yet. But thank you guys for coming out. I'm sorry I can't talk any louder than this to say goodbye. I'm getting there, it's just taking a while. I hope to see y'all tomorrow for a little while. Around the normal time. I'm not entirely sure what I'll be playing, but probably more Dragon Age since it involves less talking than being on the computer. Right now, anyway. But I hope you guys have a good night or morning. Do that awesome thing you do and stay yourselves, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!